Greetings, everyone. Today's video is going to be about Bishop Barron. You may think I'm overreacting with this, and if you do, feel free to let me know in the comments section, but it's just something that I thought was slightly unusual about Robert Barron, the bishop from America, who is going to be speaking in England very soon, or depending on when you're watching this video, he may already have done it. But as I'm recording it and when I put it up, he hasn't done it yet. So he's coming over to England for about 1 week. And here's some information about his trip to England. This is on Catholic Voices. This was put up a while ago. It says Bishop Barron to visit London. Bishop Barron, a best-selling author with over 3 million followers on Facebook, is visiting London this February. I wonder if that's necessary to say when a bishop is coming. Like, is that the way you normally promote a bishop? There's going to be a bishop coming. He's a best-selling author. He's got this many followers on social media. Does that really matter in this context? You might say that about someone, who you have not heard of, and they want to sell this person or big this person up a little bit and say, well, actually, this person's very popular. He's sold some books and he's got loads of people who follow him or her. In this case, I'm not sure that was needed anyway. So he's visiting London this February, speaking at an event in Parliament, celebrating Mass at Westminster Cathedral. That is like the main cathedral in London, the main Catholic cathedral in London, the mother church, if you like. And giving a talk to a gathering of over 1,300 Catholic leaders. The visit taking place between the 6th of February and the 12th of February, so that's very soon, or it's happening right now, depending on when you're watching, or it's happened already, is being organized by Catholic Voices in collaboration with the Word on Fire Institute. Bishop Barron of Winona, Rochester, said of the upcoming tour, I'm delighted to be coming to the UK this February. My purpose, as always, will be to proclaim the gospel of Jesus. Secularism is on the rise in the West, and its influence is strongly felt in Great Britain. But yours is a land of faith, marked by the witness of many great saints and martyrs. I also look forward to meeting you, to hearing what is on your minds and hearts, and to encourage you in your relationship with the Lord. On February the 6th, Bishop Barron will be speaking to MPs, peers, and religious and civic leaders in the Houses of Parliament on what Christianity brings to the public conversation. Now, that actually sounds quite interesting. I wonder how that's going to go, because I would say a very big number of MPs are not religious or believers at all, and the ones that are tend to be Church of England. There's a very tiny portion of Catholics there. So I wonder how that goes. The bishop will take part in a number of other events before finishing his visit with a keynote address on the 11th of February at a national evangelization conference at the Queen Elizabeth II Centre in London. That is like right next to the Houses of Parliament. For, as mentioned before, 1,300 Catholics. And it's called Sharing the Church's Story. And it starts at 10 a.m. And then there's a quote from someone from Catholic Voices as well. Now, that all sounds very nice and interesting. So I thought, you know what? Maybe that's something to go to. So I went to have a look on how I assumed you had to reserve a place there, right? Because if it's going to be for a set number of people, you might have to reserve a place. So I went on to the website where you do that. And it turns out you don't just reserve a place, you have to buy tickets. So I did a little click on the buy tickets. I was curious to see how much they are. And here we go. It says some more things here, and then you have to press buy tickets again. And here it is. So there are two ticket options. One is the early bird ticket that I suppose you had to book very early. And those are all sold out, and those were £40 each, plus a booking fee of £1.20. And now the only ones left are the general admission tickets for £50 each, plus £1.50 booking fee. Now that got me thinking a little bit. And again, maybe this is totally normal. I know when speakers come to talk somewhere, people need to buy tickets to see them. I know a while ago when Jordan Peterson was speaking in England, there were tickets. My sister was actually interested in going to that. She went to have a look at the tickets. She saw how high the ticket prices were, and she changed her mind. But certain speakers, you know, they're here to make money as well. They're doing these events, but they're also probably selling their books at these events, and they're also trying to make a bit of money, you know, giving this talk. But I just feel like with a bishop, that doesn't sound right. If you add up, for example, I'm going to do sort of a rough adding up of how much this might come to. So 1,300 seats available, I suppose, because it says that that's how many Catholics are going to be watching him. So some tickets were sold for £40, early bird, some are being sold for 50. So let's assume, I might not be exactly correct here, but about half were sold for £40 and the other half are going to be for 50. So then if we do a little calculation of how much money that would make, so that would be split down the middle, 650 people, let's say, bought tickets for £40. So we'll do 40 times 650, that equals 26,000. And let's assume the other 650 tickets were sold for £50. So that's 50 times 650. That's 32,500. Add that on to the previous calculation of 26,000. So it totals up to £58,500. That's how much money is being made from this event. Now look, Bishop Barron, he's got to get here, I suppose. He's got to fly here. That might cost £1,000, maybe, a return flight. Maybe he likes to fly first class, so maybe it costs a little bit more. Maybe some kind of fee has to be paid to the Queen Elizabeth II Centre for this event to take place. I kind of doubt it's anywhere near £58,000. Also, the event is being organised by Catholic Voices, so I suspect if Robert Barron is going to be in England, he's going to have a place to stay. They're not just going to say, right, well, we'd like you to come over and give a talk, and you just find yourself a place to stay. Can you just book yourself a hotel? I have a feeling they've probably arranged something for him, or if they haven't, then some bishop has, or some priest here. I'm sure Catholic Voices know many of them. I'm sure something's been organised for Bishop Barron to stay somewhere. So I don't think he has to cover any costs of staying anywhere here. It's possible his ticket was paid for as well, but let's say it wasn't. Let's even say he paid a couple of £1,000s for that, or, you know, dollars. I'm wondering what all the rest of the money is going to. I'm assuming it's going to mostly go to him. Is there a particular cause he's saving up for? Is there, I don't know, is there something going on? Is there a disaster hit place that he wants to help with some donations? Seems like quite a bit of money he's getting just for this talk on this day. And here's something else that I thought was a little bit unusual to write. So beneath those two tickets, it says donation. If you would like to make a donation, it will help others who may not be able to afford to come, and to help us to invest more in making the conference truly memorable. So I'm slightly confused as to how you making a donation is going to help others who can't afford to come. Are they going to take your donation and then give that money to someone who couldn't normally afford to come, who's then going to be able to give the money back to them and actually come? I don't get how we're helping other people by donating to them. And I was reading that a few times thinking, how is this helping others who can't afford to come? And isn't it a problem already that some people can't afford to come to see a bishop talk? Maybe when they say to help us invest more in making this conference truly memorable, they could say to help us to make this conference free for people to visit, or at least for those who can't afford to pay to come and watch this for free. That would be quite a good thing. So yeah, make a donation and it will help others who might not be able to afford to come. If you can understand what that means, do leave a comment. In what way, someone making a donation to Catholic Answers is going to help those who couldn't afford to come? Please do let me know in the comment section if you know what they're trying to say by that. It certainly made me not want to go, I'll tell you that much, and I'm not going to. But yeah, leave your thoughts. Is this unusual? Is this a bit strange? Or is it completely normal and I'm just overreacting over this, as I said? Thank you very much for watching, folks. See you again soon.